Cool psychology facts that will make you want to explore a degree.
Developmental psychology facts.
Children who form healthy early bonds with one or both of their parents later develop better coping mechanisms for stress. Abuse and neglect in childhood are directly linked to poor brain and cognitive development. Even though children who experience abuse as a child may experience more difficulties as adults, this does not necessarily mean that they will grow up to abuse others. Healthy relationships play a bigger role in resilience, or the ability to rise above a traumatic childhood, than does independent determination. Scientists believe that healthy, loving relationships have a greater influence on a person's future than genetics because childhood development is interactive.
Evolutionary psychology facts.
Your fight or flight reaction is probably influenced by your ancestors' survival instinct, who used avoidance strategies to protect themselves from threats like wild animals and enemies. Your obsession with your smartphone may be a throwback to a time when staying in touch with others was crucial to the survival of your ancestors. Not just humans can benefit from evolutionary psychology. It has been used by scientists to hypothesize that some crocodiles once ran on long legs that ended in claws, while others ran on paddles instead of legs. When someone flirts with your spouse or partner, you might feel envious because, in the past, losing a mate meant you were no longer able to procreate. The ability to act in a way that benefits the group as a whole rather than just one person may be how empathy came to be.
Social psychology facts.
Individual wisdom and knowledge can be overshadowed by the need to fit in with the crowd. Social stereotypes may have evolved from people's innate desire to categorize everything, including other people. Most people believe that external factors play a role in their failures. However, it is their own fault when they fail. Most of the time, it feels easier to follow the crowd than to stand out. If one person witnesses an accident, they're more likely to render aid. If multiple people witness an accident, the odds that someone will step up to help lessen.
Abnormal psychology facts.
It's simple to fit the abnormal description. You may end up there even if you have disorders like anxiety or depression. Thankfully, the stigma associated with the word abnormal has faded. In fact, the majority of us believe that certain aspects of our lives are less than normal for us. Since they are harmful to oneself, behaviors like smoking, overeating, and skipping class are technically regarded as abnormal. Finding help for mental illnesses like depressive disorders is now easier and more socially acceptable than it has ever been. In many circles, eccentricity is considered more interesting than a normal.
Forensic psychology facts.
When forensic psychology is used incorrectly, it can create false memories that lead you to believe you were guilty of a crime you weren't. Interest in the discipline of forensic psychology has increased thanks to television programs like Criminal Minds. John Wayne Gacy and Jeffrey Dahmer are just two serial killers who have been apprehended thanks in large part to forensic psychology. Forensic psychology was used by best-selling crime author Ann Rule in her works about real-life killers. Through 2026, forensic psychology is anticipated to experience faster than average growth.
Health psychology facts.
You can recover from serious illness or injury more quickly if you have a positive outlook. Happy people tend to be healthier overall. Laughter is truly therapeutic for the spirit, if not for the body. You can defeat ingrained cognitive distortions by engaging in holistic therapies like gratitude or mindfulness. The study of health psychology may help in the fight against chronic illness.
Neuropsychology facts.
The average human brain weighs about 3 pounds and is about 60% fat. The fact that your brain is light sensitive may help to explain why seasonal affective disorder and circadian rhythm irregularities occur in the winter. A single brain's blood vessels would extend halfway to the moon. Typically, the male brain is 10% bigger than the female brain. Your brain has a maximum electrical output of 23 watts. Did you learn anything new today? Which one fact surprised you? Tell me in the comments below.